welcome back to Women in Faith podcast. My name is FRAN, MAKAMOLA, and this is a faith-based podcast that encourages all kinds of women to grow closer with God, to reconcile their relationships with God, and unleash their greatest potential. So today we are starting with the series called Finding Her Potential, and today's video is titled Young Lady, God has placed something within you. And I know that it may be hard to believe that you mean God has placed something within me. God has placed something within me that nobody else can do. Yes, He has. Within you, there is hidden strength. There is untapped power. There is unused success. There is what you can do, but you have not done yet. There is who you are, but you have not become yet. And in this video, we're going to reference to Esther, because Esther is the perfect model, the perfect representation of young lady. God has placed something within you. If you have not read the book of Esther, don't worry, I got you, but you need to promise to go and read it somewhere after this video. So the book of Esther is a story about a young, ordinary orphan girl who was staying with her cousin Mordecai. She was adopted by her cousin Mordecai, but later God raised her up to be queen. And then furthermore, she is the one who now saves the people. She's the one who now saves the Jews from the assassination, from the destruction of a man called Haman. And so just like Esther, judging by her circumstances, you would not think that God can use someone like her. God can use a young, ordinary girl, a young girl with low self-esteem, a girl who comes from a town whereby women are seen as powerless. So that is the girl that God is going to raise up to become queen, and even furthermore save her people from the destruction of a man called Haman. Well, that is how God works. God uses the foolish things of life to glorify His name. It may look like it can never be you, but I am here to tell you that it can be you. You are the one who God chose. You are a royal priesthood. You are a chosen generation. You are the light of the world. You were brought here to solve a problem. When we go back to Genesis, the woman was created to be a solution to a problem. God said that it is not good for man to be alone, so I'll create a suitable helper. God created a solution to the problem, and the solution was a woman, and that is exactly who you are. You are a solution to a problem. And I know you may be wondering, okay, but how do I now tap into this unused power, this hidden strength, this unused success? It is so simple. We always want these extravagant answers. It is so simple. It is just submission and obedience to God. Go back to that secret place. I spoke about this in the previous video, how to have quiet time with God. Go back to that secret place. Only God can reveal to you what He's placed within you. Only the Creator knows why He created the creation. Only God can show you and reveal to you what He has placed within you. And so it's time to rise up again. Are we not grateful that God is not a God of first, second, or third chances, but He is a God of another chance? It is time to fight for your destiny. It is time to get up and not be distracted by the temptations and the distractions and the ways of the enemy. The reason why there is so much temptations, the reason why there is so much attacks and strongholds and setbacks upon your life is because the enemy knows that the moment you tap into that secret place, the moment you tap into that intimacy and relationship with God, and you tap into what God has placed within you, you are going to step into a season of light, greatness, and abundance. So get up, rise up, set your eyes on God. You need to get angry enough and fight for your destiny, and not let the enemy destroy your life with your eyes open. You need to break covenant with what the enemy wants to do upon your life, with how the enemy wants to kill, steal, and destroy your life. Do not disappoint yourself. Do not disappoint that 10-year-old little self who had big dreams and who has so much hope within you. God has placed something within you, and you may need to start to say no to certain things. You may need to start to let go off of certain people. You may need to start to walk away from certain things, because what you do not realize is that these things are actually holding you back from a greater you. They are holding you back from unleashing what God has placed within you. And I love how Dr. Miles Monroe defines potential, that it is that concealed power. It is that hidden strength. It is that untapped power. It is how far you can go, but you have not gone yet. And you know, another thing I love about the story of Esther is that her immediate response was fear, was doubt, and disbelief. And isn't that what we do? We fear because it seems bigger than us. We doubt because we don't believe that God can use someone like us. We give endless reasons because we do not believe that God has actually placed something within us. But Esther then knew where to get her power, because immediately after that she called for a fast, because she knows that her strength lies in God. I can do all things through God who strengthens me. With man it is impossible, but with God all things are possible. And that is exactly what we need to do. We need to go and get our strength from God. We need to go and find out what has God placed within me through God, in that intimate place, in that secret place. Yes, it may seem impossible. Yes, it may seem bigger than you, but your strength comes from God. Choose to step into this with boldness and courage. Choose to step into this with bravery. And you can only find that in the place of intimacy with God. Your purpose is a natural flow from the place of intimacy with God. Rise up, get up, and step into what God has placed within you. I may not know what God has placed within you, but I know a God who can turn the ordinary into extraordinary. I know a God who turned a poor shepherd boy into king. I know a God who turned an orphan girl into queen, and I know a God who can do the same thing to you. Go and establish a relationship with God, and as you seek the heart of the Lord, God will start to show you the many things that He has placed within you. And it is not exactly one thing that He has placed within you. There are many different things that God has placed within you. Stop sleeping on yourself. You are carrying so much within you. God did not just send you here to become normal. Your life is meant to be a book that is open, that reveals the manifold possibilities of God. Step into that potential. Step into that thing that God has placed within you. And I'm going to say this again, young lady, God has placed something within you. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week Friday with another video of the series. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you and grant you eternal peace.